So this live is going to be about being a good woman is not holy, okay? And I just want to say that because I'm coming from experience as a former pick me. I am a former pick me. I am a former pick me. Okay. I have advanced from that club, but I have been a former pick me. I have been been the person, and I even said this in my last live last Sunday. I've been the good daughter. I've been the good woman in the relationship. I've been the good friend. I've been the good employee. Like I've done all those things, and because that's what society, that's what your parents, that's what your peers, that's what patriarchy teach you, is that we have to fit in line, we have to be in line, we have to go with the protocol, we have to pretty much suffer. We got to put ourselves last and put everyone else above ourselves because that's the appropriate thing to do. Women aren't supposed to speak out. Women aren't supposed to um, disrupt the quota, the system. They're not supposed to disrupt the foundation, and that's BS. That's absolute BS. If you go back in time, and I was thinking about this while I was working out, if you go back in time to like the the rulers back in the day, they had advisors. Who were their advisors? Women. They would go to women. They would go to women for their intuition, for their thoughts, for their guidance before they would make a decision. I'm talking about the powerful leaders. Why? Because women, we have the intuitive, we have the knowing, we have we're naturally in tune with our bodies, with if we working on ourselves. We're naturally in tune with the divine. And they need us. They need us before they lead. Now, because the world is crazy right now, the world is atrocious. There's so much mass. There's so much war. There's so much poverty. There's so much greed, pain, capitalism. Why? Because patriarchy. Because men are idiots. Men are idiots. I, I, I didn't make this. I didn't put this in order. This is just true. They are idiots. And if a man is watching this, I hope you're not an idiot. I hope you are evolved and growing, and you worship women and you think women are everything because they are. Okay? But men are idiots, and men only think about action, power, greed. They don't think about care, nurturing, love, um, um, the divine, intuition. They don't care about those things. They're not in tune with that. So when you have men leading, when you have men deciding things, it creates chaos. It creates pain. That's why we're in the system that we've been in forever and a day, because of men. Okay? Because of men. When women are in power, when women are leading, and when I say leading, when they are honoring their truth, when they are being their divine selves, there is love. There is community. There is healing. There is transformation. There's evolution. It's just, we are the bomb. I'm not gonna lie, we're the bomb. We are the bomb.com. We are the system. Yes, we are the system. We are the system, but society does not want y'all to know that women aren't supposed to be holy. Like, we're supposed to be unholy. We're supposed to cause havoc. We're supposed to speak out. We're supposed to build community. We're supposed to um not fit in line. We're supposed to do those things because that creates massive change, not just for ourselves. We break the generational patterns and the curses that's been passed on from the women before us in our family, and we heal our children, our future children, our future grandchildren. We heal the planet, man. And I've been a pick me. So I've been the woman who has done everything a man want me to do. I done dressed a certain way. I done talked a certain way. I done learned I done been the fantasy. I done been the illusion. I done tried to be the trad wife. Is that what they call it? I was a trad wife to men who never claimed me, they never wanted to marry me. They never claimed me as theirs. I was a side chick. Uh I was everything and anything for men. And these men still didn't claim me. They disrespected me. They controlled me. And when I say disrespecting me, this wasn't just emotionally, mentally, sexually, physically. They disrespected me. They had no I was just crumbs. I was just trash to them. I was easily discarded. They didn't care for me. They didn't care anything about. They didn't even like me. This is the point. They did not like me. That's the funny thing about it, because a lot of these men want control. And I don't want to talk about men. I'm not trying to like go against men, but I'm just saying in general, when women dim themselves down to try to appease a man or try to appease society or try to appease anybody, what you find is people really don't like you because you're weak. You're you you- you're you're not strong within. You don't know who you are. You separated yourself from your divine. You're the God within. You separated yourself from your truth. And people don't really respect those people, but they know they can walk all over you. They know they can take from you. They can use you. Let's use like if you're an employee. The employees, corporate America wants. They don't care about you. They don't care about your your health. They don't care about your well being. They just care about you clocking in, getting what they need from you, and you clocking out. They don't care about paying you what you deserve. They don't care about the wellness and the likeliness of you. They don't care about those things. And so many times we try to accommodate as women, and I'm especially going as black women, we try to do the best we can, show up, be extraordinary, and we still get paid crumbs or acknowledgement in crumbs, or we still don't get the validation that we're seeking. And that plays with us. Like, why are we not good enough? I had to come to a point where I was just like, I'm not going to be sacrificing my mental health, my wellness, my spiritual well-being to make y'all happy. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to placate y'all. Y'all don't pay me enough. Y'all the work that you have me do, you want me to do extra work for free to prove that I should get a raise or I should get a promotion. Uh, where they do that? So let me set a boundary here. I'm not doing no extra work. I'm not doing no extra work. I this is what's in my description of my job. This is the things I'm supposed to be doing. This is what you have listed on your site as my employer of what my job entails, and this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. That's me setting the boundary. Okay, because y'all not about to overwork me. Now, and if you don't know, I have quit my job. I quit my job beginning of June. I was working there for 9 years, and and uh, when I first started working at my job, I was a good employee. I worked myself like crazy. Okay, I used to have panic attacks. I used to not be able to sleep at night. I had insomnia. I have high blood pressure. When I started having high blood pressure and started having to take medication for high blood pressure at 25 because I was working a very stressful job because I just could not relax. I wanted to be the perfect employee. I was so afraid of losing my job, so afraid of like not having income because of I grew up poor. And so I just was afraid. I wanted to be the perfect employee. And every time I would come up for a raise, I would see people who have been there a shorter amount of time than me who would get more. Whereas I'm number one. I'm taking all the calls. I'm doing all the extra work. I'm training people. And people who have been there less time were getting pay more than me. Now, add to the fact that I'm black, right? I'm a black woman. And I'm seeing, and I don't want to make this about race, but I'm seeing white women who've been there less time than me get paid more than I am. I think, okay, maybe I need to go to school. I'll go ahead and get my degree. I'll get my degree. They didn't care about the degree. They didn't care about that. So I didn't get increased. I was working so much, I stressed myself out. But I thought, eventually they'll do right by me. No. If you let people play with you, if you try to be the good employee, they're just gonna walk all over you. They don't respect you. They don't respect you. And what they want you to feel like, they want you to stay in this mold, and they don't want you to speak out. And if you do speak out, what you're looked at as, especially as black women, we're looked at as mean. We're looked at as aggressive. No, I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting my energy. I care about myself. I value myself. I value my worth. If no one else is gonna protect me. No one else. I have to protect myself. And one thing I want to say is those who are working in corporate America, if you have put time in your job and you are stressed, you are tired, and you're emotionally burnt out, take FNLA. Go see a doctor. Go see a therapist and get FNLA. If you have short-term disability, get on that. I'm getting sidetracked, but when I before I quit my job, I was on FNLA short term disability for 3 months, and I was getting paid because I was on short term disability. But that was my first time ever doing it, and I had been working in this field in this job for 9 years, stressing myself the heck out and trying to be everything I could be for a job who did not care if I were to pass tomorrow. They would replace me the next day. I was doing everything I could to be the perfect role, perfect employee, and it still wasn't good enough. And so that caused me to have a major emotional breakdown and mental breakdown and physical breakdown. And so, if I could tell anyone anything, use your time. These employees, they're gonna be all right. Your job is gonna be okay. If you have the time, take the time. You are worthy of that. And when you come back from the time, or even if you can't take time off, you need to set boundaries. You don't have to, because they tell you that you need to work an X amount of hours, or you need to take on this role or take on that role. Pull up what your job description is. Pull it up. Are you worried about they're gonna think that you're mean or that you are not a good employee? No, you. Who's gonna protect you? Who's gonna vouch for you? I'm getting sidetracked, but this is what I'm saying about being a good woman. Being a good woman is staying in line and getting abused in various different places in various different ways. I just refuse at this point in my life. I think I'm just too precious. My soul, my heart, my energy, my aura is just too precious. And I've spent a lifetime trying to be everything for everybody else, and it just has not served me at all. And now at 36, I'm finna be 37. I am finally like fed the F up, and I'm just like I just want to break it all down. I just want to break it all down and just break the system apart because I don't want to keep living in a world keep living somewhere or living life for everybody else. I don't think that's why God has me here. I don't think God has me here so I can be complacent, so I can be the last on the list in my own life, in my own life experience. Why? I don't choose that. And I know that's not what God's chosen for me. I'm not doing that. To hell with the job, to hell with and I love men, but I've been single for actually just tell my business. I've never been in a long term relationship. Okay. But I haven't dealt with a man in like see this how long it's been, I don't remember. I haven't dealt with a man in 4 years. Since 2021, I think, or 2020. And I have not even had a desire to deal with a man because I'm the woman that a man has to come into my life who is extraordinary. When I say extraordinary, he has to be extraordinary for me to even sniff his way. Okay, for me to even like, I want to try that. He has. When I say extraordinary, he has to be so much emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. He has to not be of ego, and he has to truly be a kind man, and he has to be okay with me being who I am, which means I'm going to speak up, which means I'm going to have my own independence, my own autonomy, which means I'm not going to I'm not gonna play nice. Like when I say play nice, I'm not a nice person. I'm a kind person with boundaries, but I have standards and I have desires, and I'm gonna own my own truth. And so he has to be extraordinary. He just has to be because anything else, the men I've dealt with in my past, either they wanted me to change myself or they were intimidated because when I was starting to learn to love myself and to value myself, they didn't feel secure within their own selves to allow me to be who I am. And so they would want to diminish that by trying to bring me down or diminish my shine or discredit me or, they didn't feel comfortable with me. And that gave me insecurity and pause because I'm like, well, maybe if he don't want to accept me as I am, maybe I need to do something different. Maybe I need to, you know, like coddle him, make him feel good so that I can flourish. Because I've had men tell me, please don't lose no more weight. Please, I don't want you to leave me. I've had men tell me, I'm a writer. The one way a man can really really make me feel some type of way, let me know that you're interested in what I write. Invest in me. Go buy my book. Go read something I wrote and tell me what I wrote. Watch watch things that I have put out, or support things that I have out that show that you truly are invested in me. And I've dealt with men who would not even congratulate me, who overlooked my shine, who overlooked the things that I really cared about, the things that were passionate to me, because it made them feel inferior. Can't coddle a man. Can't coddle a grown man. So it has to be an extraordinary man. He has to be extraordinary, so solid in his masculinity and who he is. And a lot of times men don't even know what masculinity is. I'm getting off track, but I just want to say a lot of men don't know what masculinity is. Patriarchy has us thinking that it's tough and he's in control and he's this and he he's alpha, and that's so not a masculine man. A masculine man is very, very kind. He is nurturing. He supports. He wants to see you flourish. A masculine man is a provider and a protector. A masculine man, like, he is solid in his own masculinity, it's not about trying to control you. It's about seeing you and your beauty and your light and wanting to nurture that any way possible, because he loves it. He's addicted to it. He loves the aura of it, and he wants to see you flourish in whatever way that is. Um, Gloria said, "I love that, a kind man, someone who is willing to accept you for you. I love it. Thank you. You're welcome, Gloria. Thank you, Gloria, for always. Your comments are beautiful. But yes, a kind man, a kind man. Um, I'm getting sidetracked, but the the whole point of that is that I don't have it in me to compromise what I need anymore in any type of way. Being a good woman isn't a holy thing to do. It isn't something that we should applaud. I feel that society has made us feel that way. Maybe even sometimes religion has made it feel like that women have to be a certain way to be accepted. But in order for us for me, I'm not gonna say for everybody, I'm gonna say for me, in order for me to feel at peace and to be in alignment with my joy, I cannot appease other people. I have to choose me at all times. And it has to be extraordinary people who come in my life. In order for me to align to extraordinary people, I have to see myself as extraordinary. And so that means I got to pour love into myself. And so I've been very intentional. I've been writing, journaling. I have a ritual every morning. I pray, I meditate. I write out my intentions about what I desire in my life. And then I take action on those things. And I'm eating healthier now, and I'm working out consistently now, and I'm feeling really, really good. I'm getting out in nature, and I'm changing the way that um my subconscious, like, I'm shifting from depression and sadness and woe is me to a place of like, wow, you are deserving of love. You are deserving of healthy things. You are deserving of um of all the things that you desire. You are deserving of being around people who truly value you and see you for who you are. You are deserving to share your art. Your art deserves to be celebrated. You are deserving to be seen. Like, these are the things that because I'm taking action every day. I'm pouring this love into myself. I'm building up the foundation of me, the stock of me. And I know by doing that, I will align the people who see me for that, and they will be extraordinary in their own ways, because it's alignment. Like, I can't. I truly don't believe that you really can be a you can't. Not you can't, but from my personal experience, I feel like if I'm in a place of sadness and woe is me, and nothing's working out for me. Nothing ever will ever work out for me. Nothing will ever happen for me. Nothing will ever, like, no good things will happen for me. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck there. How can I see a gift of someone that can pour into my spirit, or the gift of of better opportunities, if all I see is woe is me? Like, you have to do intentional actions, daily things that can transform your belief system. And that's just like losing weight. Unless you're on Ozempic, or you took surgery. It takes time. It takes consistency. And people don't see the little things that you do to get to the big thing. They just see the big thing. And when they see the big thing, they want to jump on the train. But they don't see the work that you have to put in. So this is work that I'm doing to get to a place. I'm like, I don't want to be a good woman. And I don't think that's cute. And I don't think that's sexy at all. And I throw that away. You can have that, boo boo. Rachel says, my comment disappeared. I said, speak it, sis. You are manifesting in real time. We are all touching and agree on this man for all of us. Heck yes. Especially my late bloomers, okay? Women who have not had the love that they deserve. I just want to say this. Can I just pour into your spirit? You are worthy of the love that you desire. You are worthy of that. I have a lot of single friends, and one of my single friends stays with me, and we're in our mid to late 30s, and she she wants love like I want love, and she's kind of pessimistic about it, but I can't help it. I believe that if I have a desire in my heart, it's there for a reason. And I've seen good men. I've experienced good men. When I had good men in my life, I was not ready for them though. I was not ready for what they were trying to give me. But I've experienced it. I've seen it. I sniffed it. I tasted it. So I know it's possible. And I don't believe in settling. I don't believe in compromising. And there's a reason why I've had to learn so much during this journey that I'm 36 now. I'm still single. And I'm still like, I would rather be single than to sacrifice what I desire. So for all the women who are single, who are desiring those things, you are worthy of the love that you desire. You're worthy of the love that you pour out, that you give, that you pour into yourself. But I would say really get intentional about what kind of love you want to receive. Really get intentional about like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Write it out. Ask yourself, what does love feel like for you? Sit with that feeling often. And I, I trust. I trust in something bigger than me. I know my man coming because, baby, I just know he coming. I don't know when, I don't know where, but he coming. he will align to me when it's supposed to be. But I'm not in a place of like desperation. Like I need this guy to come. I just believe that the more I honor myself and I really, really get in alignment with me, the more that I will be in alignment with other women, other connections, other business opportunities, other doors, and things will open in different ways because I'm choosing differently for myself. Because I'm raising my own vibration, I'm raising my own frequency level. Because my worth, the way I see myself, the way I care for myself, is elevating. And when I elevate, that means the experiences around me elevate as well. Because it starts here. It starts in the mind. It starts in how we speak about ourselves, what we think about ourselves, the actions that we take. It starts there. That's what I believe. So I do hope or pray that every woman receives what she really, really wants to receive, and you don't settle for it. And I'm gonna leave this here. One last thing, because I've been talking so much. Oh my goodness! And I'm grateful for every single one of you. Also, just so you know, I will be going live every Sunday this month, 12 p.m. Except today, I was not live at 12 p.m. because I was at the gym. But I will be live every 12 p.m. But if y'all want to talk about something, y'all can always let me know. I'm willing to talk about it. But I wanted to just tie this back into the unholy part, because so it's been 4 years since I actually dealt with a man. But 2 years ago, I had a one night stand. It was my first one night stand ever. At how old was I? 34. I think I was 34. Yeah, I was 34. Now, before this, I had been celibate for 2 years because I hadn't dealt with a man in like 2 years. So I decided I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to do it. So I had a one night stand with this man. Um, he was a fine man. He's like 27, 28. He was a fine stock of man. Um, he was fine. The experience itself was not good. It was not good. It was awkward. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And and then in that experience, I came into the realization, oh, this is not for you. Like this is not something that you want. And I had shame about it initially because I was like, girl, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Like, you went against your own word. But then I came into acceptance. I needed to have that experience because I thought, I could try to have my cake and eat it too. But the type of person I am, I need to have emotional connection. I want one person. I want monogamy. I'm not able to give myself in a casual thing, and that's okay. But it was affirming to me because we don't know what we want until we go through something. And so a lot of times I'm saying all this, I'm trying to tie this in, but I'm saying all this to say, like, you don't know what you value or what you won't value until you actually experience something. And hopefully whatever experience you're having, you can say, this doesn't feel right for me, if this doesn't give me joy, if this doesn't make my heart like flutter, if this doesn't pour into my spirit, I have a choice. Like, I have a choice. I don't have to stay in this. I don't have to keep choosing this. I can choose differently. And that's okay. And that can be in any type of situation. Of course, say if I was talking about a job, the economy is trash. So of course it's hard to say, oh, I could just leave this job. What I'm gonna do? Be proactive, be intentional. If you're really wanting something different, start applying other places. Keep applying other places. Be open to going to conferences and mingling with different people. You have to put yourself in different spaces. If you it I'm just using an example. I just feel like we always have a right to choose. We have free will. We can choose differently. We can choose better. And and not even better, you just can choose differently. You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over. You are harming yourself and hurting yourself in the process. And and I don't live in the space of like regret because at one point the decisions I made or the choice I made, I wanted to do those things. At one point, some of the things I prayed for, I asked for. But as you evolve or as you grow, the things that you wanted before may not be what you want now, and that's okay. But what will you choose? Will you choose to to grow with yourself, or will you choose to stay stagnant? Rachel says, yes, forgive yourself and learn. Yes, and this journey is supposed to be about we mess up, we fall, we stumble, we are imperfect, we are we're meant to fall, we're meant to fail. The failure teaches you so much. The failure teaches you so much about yourself. Um, Messing up teaches you so much about yourself. I'm learning so much about myself right now. I keep stumbling and falling on my ass, but I'm getting back up. And it feels good to get back up. So you always have a choice. You don't have to be the good woman. You don't have to. I got all this stuff on my list because I've been sweating, and so now it's getting chapped. But you don't have to be the good woman. You don't have to fall in line. Who told you this? Who told you this? Who put that on you that you had to do X, Y, and Z? You can release yourself from that, and you can choose yourself. And while I'm saying this, it sounds easy. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes it's quite painful. And that's where you have to have the faith to come in. The faith for me right now, I'm living in faith. A lot of things are not flowing the way I thought. Um, I don't have a job. Income is, and I'm writing. I'm submitting my work to agents. I'm querying agents, and it's not getting a fast response. And I'm submitting my work to publications, and it's touch and go. And I'm applying for speaking positions. It's touch and go. So right now I'm like, oh my god, and I'm not even flipping out. Like before, I was flipping out. Like, did I do the right thing? Should I have quit my job? But now I'm living on faith, and faith is I know something bigger is at play here. There'll be like little nudges. I'll get like even with Substack. I'm like, should I keep doing Substack? Should I keep showing up? Like a lot of people aren't reading my stuff all the time, and what's the point of doing this? And then I'll get a message from someone. Thank you for your work. Thank you for the things that you're saying. Thank you. I feel seen, and that gives me that little nudge of encouragement. Like, okay, you're doing what you're supposed to. So stay the course. Things take time. Believe in yourself. Build this up. Build the stock of you. So I have faith. I have faith in something bigger than me. and I'm trusting that, and that's what has to coincide when you decide you want to do something different and you don't want to be the good woman and you don't want to keep doing what everyone wants you to do. You have to have faith that you will be caught, and building faith takes time because it's not something you can tangibly see. It's not something you can tangibly feel. It's just bigger than you. Um, and I don't want to live in what if or I wish I would have done that. No, I want to do it. And I want to trust that I'll be okay because I'm being pulled towards that anyway. I'm being pulled towards uncomfortability. I'm being pulled to do something different. My heart is pulling me that way, my spirit, my soul. So I'm like, if I'm being pulled, if I keep feeling that, it's a reason. There's something on the other end of that. Whereas on the other side of me just staying complacent or choosing to try to fit in or be the good woman, I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm pissed off, I'm eating like crazy. I'm trying to suppress my feelings. I have high anxiety, high blood pressure. I am like emotionally erratic. I am depressed. I need to take antidepressants. I am like these are the things that happen when we are ignoring what we're being pulled to, and your body will tell you before anything else. Your body will tell you that something ain't right here. That maybe you need to reassess the situation. If only we listen. So that's I really all I have to say. I just wanted to pour into your spirit that being a good woman ain't holy. It's not a badge of honor. From a former pick me, like I rather be messy and just a hot mess, a confused mess, but it's a mess of my own making, and I'm good with that. I'm really really good with that. So yeah, that's what I have to say. I appreciate you guys. I will be back next Sunday with you guys, telling my business. Just so you know, I do have a series I do every like Tuesday. Pretty didn't save me, which it is my journey in my 20s of being a pick me, of chasing men, of conforming myself to be everything that I thought men wanted me to be so that I can be chosen. And just so you know, I was not chosen. I've never been chosen. So right now I'm choosing myself. At 36 in my late 30s, I'm choosing myself. And it feels damn good. It feels damn good. Gloria says, continue your journey no matter what. You have so much to give. Thank you. Thank you, Gloria. I will continue the journey. I'm going to share my journey with you all. Okay? You will see you see the mess and then you will see the glow up. And then you will believe maybe you could do that too. How about that? Okay? Okay. So that's what I have for y'all. I'm sending all love to you guys. I think I'm gonna do, and just as a side note, I think I'm gonna create a playlist or create a affirmation list for women who are, wanting to choose themselves and prioritize themselves. Maybe it'll help you if you listen to it daily or speak it daily. So I'll probably post that this week. So look out for that. But otherwise, I've said enough, and I'm gonna go. Rachel, she keeps talking. God chose you. Now that man has to do the work to find you. Shay. Okay, Rachel, hold up. Woo, baby, he has to do the work. He has to do work. He will. Um, he will. The thing is, I have so much faith because I've seen the goodness, and it's gonna happen again. And when it happens, I'm gonna know. And he's gonna know. The thing is, he's gonna know before I know. He gonna know who I am. He gonna see the guy within me, and he gonna know that. And he like, I got to have that. And when that happens, that happens. And I'm good whenever that happens. But I receive that, and I receive that for you too, and for any woman that's desiring those things. You are worthy of those things, and stay true to those things. So that is all I gotta say, guys. I will keep talking. And I don't want to keep talking because I will keep running my mouth, and that's a wrap. So thank you for joining me. I send you love for the rest of the week. I'll see you guys here again next Sunday. I'm going to start calling this the unholy Sunday service because I'm unholy. Okay, and whoever's watching, I hope you unholy too. That you're trying to change or break or shift or move or become more in alignment with who you really are, what you really want, what you really desire. So if that's what you are about, please come join me every Sunday. Let's do this thing. Okay, let's challenge the norms and really just do us for us, right? So I will see you guys next Sunday. Sending love to you all. Talk to you soon. Peace out.